Nice left hook already by Wolfe. I like the way that she threw that first right hand, and there's another one backing Vonda up. And I think when Vonda, like I said, gets hit with the first real power shot, we'll see how she reacts to it. She's sticking her chin up in the air, but it's so high up in the air, it's almost at the top of this Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
You got to swing one of those overhand rights way over, like trying to do there. And Wolfe with a right hand. She says her best punch is that left hook. She says in the ring, I'm a brawler puncher.
You see, Vonda a little tentative, though. I think she's already tasted a little bit of the power. She is making, again, a very bad habit. She's sticking the chin up. Nice combination by Wolfe, backing Vonda up.
It is difficult to ascertain how Vonda has done in her career. I know she's 18-0, 15 knockouts, but how many people were scared of her and did not really fight her?
Oh! One punch! That is it! Forget about the count. It is over. Tim Hurd. Unbelievable. Let's hope.
And that could be what happens when Keith Thurman, Mr. Lateral movement, gets in that ring with Sebastian L. Cockroach Man, and Keith Thurman puts the bing bings on him. Now, I know a lot of people, they're not giving Keith Thurman a chance to beat Fundora, but I'm telling you, man, I think he gets him. I think it's going to be just like what we just saw, man. When Wolfe, much shorter, more explosive, fought the tall Vonda Ward. People can say what they want about the men boxing, women boxing. Y'all go back and do your homework. There's a lot of female fights from the past we can look at that can give us an idea about how some of these fights can go. You know, let's not get it twisted now. Keith Thurman and Fundora is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Let me fix this. They're fighting on the 28th of March. So let's not get it twisted when it comes to these two guys. Now I need to reduce the size a little bit more. There we go. The 28th of March. Talk about fight of the year right here, in my opinion. Now, I got Keith Thurman winning. But if he can't get beyond Fundora's reach, he loses. But then again, he just got to time him, set him up. Fundora has a bad habit of keeping his chin in the air, just like Vonda Ward. Fundora has a bad habit sometimes, getting his hands down, wanting to fight small, and giving a guy like Thurman, whose reach is less than 70 inches, an opportunity to land something big. And Keith Thurman is a guy who has the IQ, who's an OG in the game, has the experience, knows how to train. You better believe in sparring, man, he's been doing what it takes to make sure when he gets in there with Fundora that he's going to be able to just land one of them Keith one time that's going to put him back into prime time bombs on Fundora and put him out for the count. So the fight's going to go one of two ways. Fundora fights long, makes the fight easy, starts to kind of, snatch flesh off of Keith Thurman's face like an eagle talon to salmon. Or Keith Thurman going to land the one time, take him back to prime time, bing bings on Fundora, and Fundora will be no more. Now, that being said, not that easy to do that to Fundora, and it's definitely not easy to do that to Keith Thurman. But the undercard is right here for those who want to know. Tellez, Mendoza, Hernandez, Garcia, then Hovasanian versus Navarro. It's going to be on Prime pay-per-view, and I know some people don't know who these guys are. But you know what? I know who they are. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because we all know who these two guys are. But that being said, why aren't people giving Keith Thurman a real chance at this fight? Because Keith Thurman been in the breeze, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been up in the breeze for a few years now. But he came back, got a big win against the guy Brock Jarvis. Showed everyone that there's still something special about his hands. But Fundora is not Brock Jarvis. And Brock Jarvis was having some success against Keith Thurman in that first round. So, we got to be real about that. I just think Keith Thurman knocked that rust off. He knows what's at stake. He knows how to train. He knows how to get in shape. He's ready for the mental warfare battle. He's ready for things to get physical. He's ready for everything. And he's going to need it because Sebastian Fundora doesn't get tired. He's durable. And he's there to fight. Fundora's not there to make it easy for himself or anyone else. I think Fundora could win every fight. I think Fundora could go the rest of his career undefeated. He had that one little blurb that I think it was Barbosa or Mendoza, whoever he fought, knocked him out. But I think Fundora could, if you wanted, stay behind that jab and just make the fights boring and just win. He go the rest of his career on cruise control. But that's not in his DNA. The man is a Mexican. You know, when Fundora gets in the ring, you hear the Mexican horn. Viva Mexico Cabrones. He don't fuck around. And that's why this fight's going to be very interesting. But I just think he's going to be Keith Thurman, calm, patient. He's looking for openings, knows when to strike. And I think it's just a matter of when he lands. But he can't be waiting till the 8th or 9th round to land a shot. Because by then, he's down on scorecards, probably a bit discouraged. And Fundora's on cruise control, has all the confidence in the world. The last thing you want to do is to allow Sebastian Fundora, El Cockroach Man, get confidence. That motherfucker get confidence. All she wrote. All she wrote. But anyway, I'm giving Keith Thurman a big chance to win. That being said, let's see what happens. March 28th, today's the 20th, not this week, in the subsequent weekend. Oh, it's going to be on and popping. And you know I'm going LIVE because I'm in full EFECT, you know what I'm saying? And we got to do that, man. Keith Thurman, Fundora. That's the fight I'm looking forward to. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Who wins the fight? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's my new shit now. I was watching this goddamn video of this fat-ass cowboy in a grocery store disrespecting the shit out of young men, turned racial. But anyway, he was like, what you gonna do, boy? What you gonna do? And they beat his ass. But that shit had me cracking up the way he was saying it. We were sitting here laughing. I'm like, yo, that guy is an ignorant ass. And he got the shit beat out of him. And I don't condone violence, but, you know, he had that one coming to him. So I'm glad they put that bing bings on him. Anyway, for Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman, my question to them is, what you gonna do? Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.